For the record, I have no depth perception right now.
Guys, we are back for another great video. We're currently at our staging spot and we are waiting for our buddy Ty, who should be coming here any second. He's just fueling up. We're gonna get with our adventure partner Judith the Jeep. Check out his YouTube channel. We'll post it in the video somewhere. We're gonna get with Judith and we are going to go adventure in a 1899 abandoned gold mine. So hey, follow us, like, subscribe, and let's get on to the adventure. Thanks for following the Adventure 605 and History Below the Pines. Let's get to it. Favorite part of the adventure is getting to the adventure, and this trail was not easy. It was a very steep mountainside that we were going down just in order to reach the mine. It was pretty intense. This is where the adventure begins. So the landowner gave us permission to enter this abandoned mine and warned us that there could be wildlife down there, but we didn't see any. So this is one of the deeper mine explorations in the series that we've filmed, and it's rumored that this mine goes in for 4.5 miles horizontally under the surface, which is pretty cool. We never reached the back of it. It was a goal of ours, but we left due to safety reasons. This mine was definitely one of the cooler mine explorations we've done. You can see that this mine just kind of keeps going on in different directions, and it has offshoots that go left and right and forward and back. It's definitely one of the mines that you can get lost in if you're not careful. This mine was really neat to be inside of because it was one that has been so well kept secret that people haven't been in it. So we were kind of somewhat of the first explorers into this old gold mine, other than the owner himself. Every time we're down in the mine, I like to think about what it was like when the miners were down there working. It's kind of cool to think about. So what you're looking at here is what is left of narrow gauge tracks going into a horizontal offshoot of the mine. It's kind of neat because not a ton of mines have ore tracks still left inside of them. So the deeper we went into the mine, the hairier it got. You don't see this very often with cave-ins this far and this deep into the mine. Usually by now we're in the hard rock area and it's more stable and more safe. This mine in particular was very crumbly, and there's some unsafe portions of it. So what you're looking at right now are explorers making their way through a caved-in portion of the mine and really doing whatever they can do to get through. Usually the caved-in portions would only last for a few feet and then would end up in a big corridor where we could stand up. So to the left of our explorer, you will see old supports. He is walking on what used to be the top of the mine, but it's now caved in. Like we explained, this mine was very expansive, very large and very deep. As we went even deeper, we found more ore car tracks, which was super neat. And the mine itself went from this large hallway type of mine to a very tight little tunnel. As we exited the mine, it was kind of like exiting into a rainforest type of setting. I remember that day, and the forest was just green and lush and bright. It was just like a rainforest. The tunnel that our explorers are currently going through leads from one side of the mountain to the other. This was so that the narrow gauge cars could get from one side of the mountain to the other to dump the ore down to the mill. As you can see, this mine was situated in a beautiful valley full of ponderosa pine. We didn't see any wildlife, but we put the drone up to see what we could see in the valley below us, and it was true beauty out there. As Ty was flying his drone, he noticed parts of the mill, so of course we had to take this opportunity to hike further into the canyon to check out what was left of the cyanide process. It's always interesting to see the no trespassing signs. Some of them are made, some of them are creative, and some of them are just basic. The forest floor was covered with old pieces of metal, old pieces of wood, and these were pieces of what's left over of the mining operation, both of the mill and the cyanide process and a few cabins here and there. But it was just as far as you could see was parts of the old mine just scattered. As we were looking at this iron equipment, something caught our eye. It was a date stamped, and it was the year that this equipment was manufactured. So we went back and we looked at the history of this mine. This equipment was brand new to the mine. So it was kind of neat to see that this equipment was still there, and it was practically new when they were using it. Well, there you have it. That's episode 4 of History Below the Pines. We just wanted to take a second and say a special thank you to the landowners and our adventure crew who made this video possible, and all the viewers like you. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be out here doing what we do. So thank you for tuning in, and make sure to keep an eye out for episode 5.